Hi guys, Kamikaze Fly here. We're playing Archeage, and we're gonna show you easy to do Cinderstone run for trade packs, specialty trade packs. They'll earn you about 20 gold a piece. Now what you need for this is 25 lemons and 50 dried flowers, which are pretty easy to get. I'll show you my inventory when we get there. Takes me 8 seconds to load because I have a fast computer, AMD, not Intel. Although Intel would be a lot colder. Okay, so you can see here I got 39 dried flowers. I've got 229 corn flowers, which create almost 25 dried flowers each one. I need 350 because I got a 6 hauler, and I can wear one on my back. So, and then I got 300 lemons. So let's see, 350, that's 20 per every 50, so that's 20 times 7 packs is 140. Okay, so I've got plenty of cornflowers. So I'm gonna go over here. I need 14 of these. Okay. I'm just going to create 350 dried flowers to do this thing. Maybe I'll skip through this stuff later, but I highly doubt it. If you want to skip through my YouTube videos, that's just fine. Go ahead. Okay, now the reason I chose these cornflowers is because they take 5 hours to mature, and they produce the most dried flowers that I could figure out. Okay, now I need to go to Cinderstone. Normally, I think, well, I'll show you on the map. We got to get right about here. Something like that. And this thing's close. This thing's just as close. There's probably less PvP between here and here. And then, excuse me. And then once we go from here, we're going to drive through here, and then through here, and then hit this road, and then drive as straight as possible from here and out. Now, it's a vulnerable tension. There's no war right now, but this is a high population for both Nuians and pirates. Both like to have houses in this area. One route one of my friends likes to take is he will load up his boat right here and take them across the ocean from here to here, and he thinks that saves him about 30 minutes time. But I timed this last night, and it only took me about 30, I'm gonna say on the safe side, 34 minutes. So anyway, I'm gonna use my guild house as my teleport station because it's actually the closest, and there aren't any other ports from there or to there that are closer than my guild house. and you don't want to see me walking there, so we're just going to do that. Now, one other ingredient that you need that is very crucial to this run, there's two other things, is that you need about 1,000, I'm just going to guess, at about 1,000 labor points. Now you see, here's this Mirage Isle portal, but right here there's this merchant block. Now I can't see anybody around here, so I'm almost all set to go. I'm gonna back up here as far as I can and summon my 6-cart monster truck, farm wagon hauler. Why'd it go the wrong? Oh. Anyway, now to make this the safest possible for me and keeping my packs, I'm going to move it as close to this Cinderstone Moor specialty workbench that I can. Whoops. Okay, get out. Okay, one last thing that we need. Well, I'm going to check something. You press Shift O and it brings up this trade info. And you come down here, you want to select Cinderstone Moor. And then you select Gwynedd Forest. And it looks like we're all at 130%, which is great. And we're just going to do the Cinderstone Tart Mead. Now, you need 7 of these, because you're going to wear one. It costs $3. 3 gold. We're going to come over here to the owl. So, I did not get paid yet for last night's run, because I'm about 12 hours early. So, anyway. Time of day for me is when I would assume a lot of people would be at work, so I'm not going to have many people attacking me. So I'm just going to start crafting these things. It costs 70 labor, so this is like 490 labor total just for the packs. Then you want to right click on these things. Now, the coolest thing about my wagon hauler is that I got it from doing a CR or a GR last night. And so I didn't have to spend the 500 gold pieces just to get the wagon hauler, just to get the wagon cart parts. What I want to show you here is the 130%. That was because nobody else has done them in the last, I don't know, few hours or so. So last night was a slow day for other people doing these packs. It'll net you about 140 gold per pack. And if you can do these in 30 minutes, which I seem to only be counting the the drive time. We'll see how the video turns out, but that'll be the most accurate for you. Now, this run... Whoa, why is it bottles? Well, I guess... there's bottles inside of it. Okay. Another thing that shaved 15 minutes off of this run for me was this eco-friendly fuel. And I bought 20 of them for about 10 or 12 gold. And we're ready to go. Okay, you want to make sure you set your owner's mark so nobody else can steal it right out from under you. I'm going to hit my booster speed, which is my fuel. And because if you go over there somewhere, there are some lava pits that you will fall right into and lose everything. So I'm just going to steer clear of that. Last night I hit this bush somehow and got stuck for like 10 seconds. So I'm just saying, watch out for some bushes. Although my graphics started glitching out and I got horrible washed out graphics last night, which was real messed up. Okay, if you go over, you can't go over this mountain or these ridges, so just go this direction. You're gonna want to stick to the most right that you can. Now, if you went across this direction on the burnt castle, you would probably come across, you have a higher chance to come across reds. Pirates, like I said, like to go through this area, and I just spent, I don't know, $3, $3 gold and 50 cents. But then plus the 275 lemon that I just spent is a lot of lemon money, and woo, I thought there's gonna be a wall there. So anyway, if we go through this direction, there's gonna be a lot less PvP. You're gonna see people around level 30 trying to level up, and that's fine. If you're level over 50, or I think maybe 10 levels over these mobs, they probably won't even try to attack you unless you run right over them and carry them for a ways. Then they get kind of pissed off after a while. But I want to show you some things. So right here it shows the exact time left you have on this. You're gonna need 4 of them to run through here. And then, it took me 24 minutes plus the time just to get out of Cinderstone. Because getting out of Cinderstone is really the scariest part of doing this. And then once you get out of that, it's not really scary at all. I'll honk my horn to be a jerk. Yay, I made it. I made it. Yay. Okay, so now I can't be attacked by any pirates. Greens can still be jerks to me, and they can go purple on me and attack. Oh, while we're doing this, what I like to do, because I've got premium, or patron is what they call it on this game, I can use my auction house right here to look at stuff. I'm just gonna show you what fuel prices are. I bought 20 for, like I said, 11 gold last night. Maybe I should have bought more. So that makes it about 60 cents a piece. Times 4 is 2 gold, 20 silver. So 140 gold minus, let's just say, I guess 2 gold and 2 gold 40 silver plus the $3.50 for the fuel, for the pack certificates to certify that these were made in Cinderstone was $3, 3 gold 50 cents. So that's 5 gold 90 silver. Last night I thought I wanted to go up this direction. We're just going to look to see if it was going to be faster if I went over this big hill. Ah! Roller coaster. Okay, so I screwed up. That this video is going to be just a bit longer now, but I'm only going to use about 3.5 of my fuel, so that's fine. I'm still going to have extra fuel by the time I get done, which is going to be wasted because I am going to despawn my farm hauler once I get there. Now, something you're going to want to know is once you get to the gold trader in Gwenwood Forest, or whichever gold trader you feel like dropping off at, you're going to want to deposit these packs as fast as you can in less than 30 seconds or 2 minutes or something, because you want that full 130%. Now, that might not seem like that big of a deal for 1%, but it adds up by 50 cents here and there and everywhere, and you lose out on like a fistful of dollars. So I've seen before where people have packed 3 or 4 haulers around the gold trader and then more people showed up. So hopefully I'll be able to get right up in there, and my new morning ran out, so I'm going to use it again. So I'm probably going to be able to get right up in there because nobody else has run this pack in the last 2 minutes, it looks like. Ran into a rock. That's why you want to pay attention where you're driving instead of making videos. Now, some people, it seems, they will run packs and packs of alts to do this thing. Now, what I have figured out in a little bit of thoughtful calculations last night, just in my head, is what I mean by that, is that in order to get the in order to get the first farm cart, which only has 2 buckets, it costs 50 gold just for the farm cart design, and then the other things are relatively easy to gather and build yourself. Okay, I'll show you my little route here. So I'm going to drive through here. We're going to go over here to here, and then we're going to drive through Marianople, go up through here, come over to Dewstone Plains. We're going to, from Dewstone, go all the way through, and right here we're going to cut across this bridge and go up through the hills. Then we're going to enter Liliet Hills, and we're going to cut across through here to a bridge that goes across to here to Gwyn. I wanted to make this video the fastest that I could, but it looks like I've already screwed that up 3 times now. But I also don't want to cut any corners off the video, so you can just look at the video's time and see the exact amount that it took to cut this path all the way through from Cinderstone to Granite. Okay, so the next thing, once you build this little farm cart, you need 50 Gilda stars to get the farm wagon design. I seen one on the auction house for 500 gold last night, which is, you can probably, well, that seems like a pretty good price once you think about it, that you can run these packs and get 20 gold each time, and that means in about two hours you would have 600 gold. So you could buy your farm wagon design in 6 hours, although you still have to wait 22 hours to get paid from each one of those things. So anyways, the hard part now comes. You have to build these wheels and all the components, and each one requires these special logs, and it starts to get pricey, up to 100 gold per thunderstruck tree for some of the objects. Here, I'm going to press O and look at cart. Okay. Okay, this is just the farm cart, but if you go here to the wagon, to build this thing you need Archeage logs, and those, we'll just look. Those took I think 10 gold a piece, and you need 8 of them. And then you also need sturdy ingots, which are about 6 gold a piece. So that's 80 gold for the logs, plus 12 for the Archeage ingot, or the sturdy ingot. So that's 92 gold just for the strong wheel. Now, that might seem like a lot, but we still haven't got to the others. I think that was the cheapest out of all of them. Okay, and then we look at the cart bucket. This one is actually the cheapest out of everything. It's only, I think, was it 2 that we needed? No, 1. We only need 1. Anyways, that's 2 copper and 2 leather, which is incredibly cheap. Okay, and then here's an expensive one. 2 thunderstruck trees. These things are, and it's the whole tree, not just the stinking log. So anyways, we're gonna go look. Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck is probably pretty good. Okay, well, a log is only 94 gold today, and that is actually a pretty good price. And the tree is, holy cow, 350 gold. I could have swore yesterday they were about 200 gold. I really can't. I don't really remember. They were a lot more than the logs, that's for sure. Oh, and then a Sunridge ingot. So here we're going. Okay, I just ran out of my fuel. I'm gonna hit it again. Now you can hit all four of them to start with, but the problem you might come across is that you may have to waste them if your cart gets destroyed or despawns. If you despawn this cart at all of your packs are gone. Oh crap, you need 2 trees. 2 thunderstruck trees. So that's 700 gold. 710 gold to do that. So Sunridge ingot. Sunridge ingot. We need 1 of those, which is 150 gold. Which is still incredibly pricey. So that might be the most expensive part now. So then we got this flaming log, which is, I think, pretty cheap. Flaming log. So we need 5 of them. This guy's selling 5 for 25 gold. That is actually really inexpensive in comparison. So this part is really cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that because I need them for later when I actually build my my 4-wagon thing. So you need 10 silver ingots, which are really simple. They're really cheap. Gold ingots, you need 10. That's about 3 gold a piece. And then Archeage ingot, those are really cheap. Sometimes you can get them for 50 cents to 2 or 3 gold. Anyway. Now, the most important thing to note is it requires a farm cart to be able to buy it. So, or to be able to make it. So, you have to make that stupid farm cart to begin with. So you might as well do that and get it out of the way once you've got your farm wagon design. Okay, we're going to turn completely left here. Really hard left. And we're going to go not on this, because the stone means that you can't climb it, you can't walk on it, and you can't drive up it. Oh, come on, guys. Save them for when I'm done. Because there's grass here, that means you can drive on it. So this is a sketchy area. That's why I moved everything out of my way, so that I don't lose my entire load. but I'm also anxious, so I'm gonna keep looking over here and show you. So I showed you all of these pieces. Now I want to tell you about the hauler. So the hauler is really simple. All you need is this wagon upgrade ticket. And that stupid wagon upgrade ticket is 3,500 credits, which is quite a bit. That's like 22, nearly $23 worth of credits. So we're going to come over here and look up hauler. Oh, someone's selling it for 1,200 gold. That is extremely cheap. That is awesome. So that means in just a few hours you could purchase this. Okay, we just crossed into Liliet Hills. You're gonna want to steer off the road just a little bit. He's going on this road, which is the normal carriage thing. We're gonna go over this hill, and there's a bridge somewhere. That bridge. Toot toot. Oh crap. Those things will stall you for a second if you ram them, so you may not want to ram them. So according to my calculations, I only need one more of these, and you can see I've got over 2 minutes left, or just under 3, even though it says 2. So, what I was gonna say about the hauler was, once you got the wagon built, you could, run packs, or the 4 wagon built, you could run packs until you get, that guy's lagging, that's why he's glitching all over the place. You could run packs until you had enough money to buy Apex, which is typically about 600 gold each. You could buy 3 Apex for a total of 37.50. You jackass. So anyway, he is all over the road. That guy ran into a wall and then ran into me, and he's glitching. I can see his car jumping back and forth. There's no way my computer's glitching. On these tight turns, you want to pay attention, because like I said, you could lose your whole pack load if your thing falls off somehow into oblivion. Where if you were in Cinderstone, there's chances that in some areas, maybe not on the route that we took, but there are areas in Cinderstone that you would lose, or that you could fall right into a pit of lava, and it's just a cliff going down into it, and it's even hard to jump back out of it with a glider, so you would be completely screwed. You would lose all of your packs by doing that. Oh, so if you had 3,700 credits, you would go over here to the marketplace. And I wish there was an easy search button that you could hit for searching for the hauler, but I don't think there is. And you would have to buy it for like a lot of credits. Let's look. Travel. I'm really not sure where they hide this thingy. Do 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 do. Well, it is in there. We're going to cut across this field. I'm going to pay attention a little more. Okay, so on the map up here, we just drove through here. We cut across this field. We're going to come down through here. And we're going to cut through here and go down along this bottom piece. And I think right around here-ish, there's the gold trader. Gonna avoid this carriage. What I really like this farm hauler because it turns really nicely and it's got a lot more speed than the wagon. The wagon's top speed is 6, where this thing's top speed is 7.5. Last night I tried to drive up that thing and I got stuck for 10 seconds, but I still seemed to come out better because I was able to drive right over the top of that thing like a monster truck. Now, GR, that's where I think I may have gotten this 3-day hauler. If you look here, got 2 days, 11 hours left on it. It's pretty awesome for free. It's going to net me enough gold that I'm going to be able to build my own hauler in just a couple days. Hopefully, if I work this out right. Now, see this big building? It's right next to it. So here's the gold trader. So we want to pull up really close to this guy. Do not despawn your farm vehicle or you will be screwed. Okay. 130. See? Awesome. So now we grab these packs as fast as we can. I should have grabbed the one on the far. Do not right click this guy because sometimes a pirate will stand here. Ah, stupid. And if you right click him and it's a pirate, you will auto attack the guy. And if you auto attack the guy, you will lose. Well, the guards right here will auto attack you and you will be killed and you will lose everything. So you see I already lost 2%. Okay, one last look. Now I'll move it out of the way so this guy can do his. I'm just gonna look at him. I can't look at his gear. We'll look at this. Oh, he's got some pack and it doesn't show us what pack he's using. Okay. Anyways, that's the trade run. So I'll have 140 more gold in 22 more hours. That guy, he did a nice trick. He was standing on his hauler at the very top of the cargo packs. Let's see where he's going. I like to jump in other people's portals. Yay! So anyways, guys, that's the rundown. I showed you how to get a free, or I told you how to get a free 3-day wagon, and that free 3-day wagon, it happens from the GR or the CR from Cinderstone Moor, and that involves running a silly pack over here somewhere and getting a quest over here. And I showed you how to build your farm cart, how to build your farm wagon while using the money that you got from your 3-day farm hauler. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure to hit subscribe and like it if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.